A warm welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Summer is here, or getting closer. Spring is here, and I need to do a little light wash on my car. Can you see here? Yes, it's just dusty and dirty, but it's not too bad. This is now typical dirt for this time of year. It's a thinner, dustier road film. Now, this is where I'm going to change my kind of pre-wash kind of process from dropping it down from winter road film percentage PIR, which would be about 2% PIR of Bilt Hamber Touchless pre-wash. That's full strength. 0.5% PIR is a quarter less, if you like, the 25% less concentrated when you're using it at that PIR. So how much would you use in your snow foam lance? Well, for me, when I calculate PIR, if I dump that lance, I'll get around about 13 litres. So 0.5% would be the equivalent of 1 to 200. So if I dump 13 litres of product, 1 to 200th of that would be 65 mil, wouldn't it? Divide 65 by 65 and it's 1. Divide 13,000 by 65 and it's 200. 65 times 2 is 13 for you non-maths people. So 65 mil of Bilt Hamber Touchless to 935 mil of water should give me roughly 2% PIR. Sorry, 0.5% PIR. It would also be nice to know what the cost of that is per wash. So effectively, how much would 65 mil cost per wash? I've put a little bit too much in there. I'm just going to tip some back. So we need to be just above 60 but below 70, so we're still too high there. We're below 70 now, can you see that? But above 60, we just drop a little bit more. It only has to be approximate, so you can see there we're a tiny little bit above 60, hopefully somewhere near 65. And you can see hopefully what I was saying about this being quite a thick, syrupy kind of formulation. So if we tip that in here, we want to get all of that out. It's most of it comes out, but if we just plonk that in there, we'll hopefully break down the rest of the liquid. Now the question is, can this product actually, let's get the lid back on it, can it actually foam at that level? Can it give us the cleaning power? Well, we did a little bit of testing on that before on the dirt simulator, and it seemed to have a surprisingly good amount of cleaning power for 0.5% PIR, which is quite low. So there we go. Let's put this all into our lance. This is going to be fiddly. Hopefully you can see this. Well, spillage. There we go. Not too much spillage, but a little bit. And then we will shake the hell out of this, because we know, sorry, hold on a second, just want to get this, I don't want to leave this liquid over the surface. It's just, right, let's shake the hell out of this. It should be enough to mix it all up. Make sure we're all ready with this thing. Here we go. Interesting. So the next question that we need to answer once we've done the car is, how much does that cost? How much does 65 mil of Touchless cost? We're going to have to go and work that out, aren't we? So that's quite surprisingly thick. It's not shaving foam, but it's a good thickness. That's like auto foam at about 4%. Oh, so I'm stuck under the tyre there. Here we go. I'm using too much product as well. Like I should have gone round quicker, you know, and used a bit less really. But we're still, where are we? We're about 400 mil left in the reservoir. But really, I think you should be using about 500 mil to do a car of this. So if we just do our maths, I haven't got a calculator, have I? I don't know the price. That means I've got to put some fancy graphics up over the screen. But like something like this product costs roughly, if we got 5 litres of it, what's the price for 5 litres, guys? £30? Okay. And we're using 65 mil. So what we'd have to do, this is just my weird maths, is we do 5,000 divided by 65, and whatever that number is, we would then either at times or divide that number by it. So let me just do that. Hold on a second. The camera's going to go a bit weird. Hold on. Sorry guys, the camera cut out when I went to calculator. So this would be the rough calculation. It would be between 19.5p a wash if you use 500 mil, up to 39p if you use the litre, based on using 65 mil in your snow foam lance reservoir. So effectively, it's not going to cost you a lot of money. Realistically, around 20p if you're using it sensibly. So I do notice it's thinner at this ratio, but it still seems, on the horizontal panels it sticks nice, but on the vertical panels it's kind of running down and running off. Hopefully, well, it's pretty good. It's not bad. Yeah, I mean, the thing, I mean, there is quite a kind of obsession with the clingage of products, but really you have a dirt film on there. If you go on dry, then your chemical soaks in and absorbs into that dirt film and gets its best chance. If you rinse first, that dirt film is full of water, and then it can't draw in that chemical because it's like wet blotting paper. It's wet, it's saturated. So that's why I think we noticed that I think just when you have road film on your car, it's better if it's a dry road film to put the chemical on. Hold on. To put the chemical on dry is my tip. And obviously there's some circumstances, sorry, where you might want to go on wet for whatever reason, but most of the time if there's a dry dirt film on there, yeah, put it on over the top. Very important to not ever let the snow foam dry, because then the dirt film will re-solidify. This has just got poor boy's black hole in it. I like to keep these arches nice and clean, but has a good noticeable cleaning effect, this. Just pull that lead away from my car. These are the bits down here that you want to really make sure you get clean. Realistically, because this car has, let's just turn this off a second, because this car has relatively fresh protection on it, it's got, like, it's been polished with poor boy's black hull, the dirt's going to peel off it, so I can't really test how effective this product is on this car at the moment, because if I just jet washed it with water, I think I'd be there or thereabouts anyway, you know. But I think that this product looks quite rich at 0.5% PIR, and it looks like for the rest of summer I'll be using it at 0.5% PIR like this, and it's going to be absolutely fine. As winter comes, then you know, you get heavy road film that dries on, then more road film, more, and you get heavy road film. Then a good dose between 1% and 2% will be probably more effective at breaking that down. Like I say, don't let that dry, because then it can re-solidify. So yeah, give it a few minutes as you feel appropriate. If it's really dirty, you could put the foam on, let it soak in, and just give it more time while you're cleaning the wheels, and maybe put a little bit more foam on to keep it all wet, or whatever you want to do, but just make sure it doesn't dry. Yeah, so the short answer is Bilt Hamber Touchless seems to foam pretty well at 0.5% PIR, which is quite impressive. A little bit thinner, obviously, but still seems to work well. Let me know your thoughts. What sort of range? How are you using it? Are you going 2% all the time, missionary position, or are you going a bit risque and doing 0.5% PIR like this? So hopefully it'll get an interesting conversation going. Over and out.